me make sure.
Yeah.
100% that I muted
Hun-
my.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I'm waiting.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Hey man, did you know that like to get a girlfriend, you actually have to talk to girls? I'm gonna throw up, dude.
Welcome to
Are you recording?
okay, episode 23 of the Ready Set Like podcast. We're a little late.
Yeah, a little bit.
You said I'm gonna throw up.
I'm came out to get a little strong there.
Welcome. We're late, as becoming per usual.
Just
Life, man.
Yeah,
Life comes at you fast.
Yeah, it really gets in the way. Very inconvenient.
Yeah, like having a job and family and there's stuff that happens. But if you guys like the late podcast, Ready Set Lag late TM, this trademarked by the way. If you didn't know,
I didn't. Thank you.
Give us a 5-star rating, leave a like, comment, follow us on Twitter, www.readysetlike.com. Stuff's over there.
Yeah,
we're doing things.
Instead of late, I like to kind of think of it as we're being spontaneous.
We're being spontaneous with this podcast.
You don't know what our next move is.
Yeah, we keep you on your toes.
Yeah, bet you didn't see this coming. We got some news articles for you.
Yeah, but let me tell you something that's wild. We're about to talk about the news.
Yeah. Oh my shocker.
So Elden Ring, first article. Elden Ring had one of the biggest launches ever on YouTube, and I just have to. I just have to read this article because this is what is confusing. I actually read this like 6 times.
Yeah.
So it says, and this is from Video Game Chronicle. It says, according to YouTube, From Software's game amassed 3.4 billion video views in 60 days. Right? In comparison, Grand Theft Auto 5, 1.9 billion views. Mm-hmm. Red Dead Redemption 1.4, Super Mario Odyssey 828 million. And then it lists a couple other games. But then it says YouTube Gaming didn't say Elden Ring was the biggest launch ever. But then shows a tweet of them with a picture that shows that Elden Ring was the biggest launch ever on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't.
It's got to be typo.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know. Maybe they just forgot to edit in. Sorry, we messed up.
Yeah, sorry. That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, but it is very impressive the fact that GTA 5 comes out. First 60 days it gets 1.9 billion views, but with Elden Ring 3.4 billion. That's a very big margin. That's a big jump.
I tell you the one I'm shocked about though. Legend of Zelda, only 638 million.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of weird to see.
I think it's Nintendo. I think it's Nintendo. Well, that's why.
Breath of the Wild ranked lower than Super Mario Odyssey was.
I think the reason those numbers
Skyrim is lower than that.
I think the reason the Super Mario Odyssey and Zelda are so low is because of how bad Nintendo is with letting people upload videos.
Yeah, that is true. But for people to be looking up Mario Odyssey, watching Mario Odyssey on YouTube over Breath of the Wild, it's kind of nuts to me. And then you got Skyrim way down here,
which has been out for 87 years.
Oh yeah, man, I can't wait for the 88th anniversary edition of Skyrim to come out.
Don't worry, Skyrim or Elder Scrolls 6 is coming. We're going to be in line of GameStop with our walkers, right? Because GameStop's going to have a revival between then and now. Because it's going to be hip.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to play Skyrim on my shoelaces.
Yeah, the 3D smart shoelaces.
Yeah.
I can't wait either.
But yeah, like, way to go From Software.
Banger
Bandai
game, dude.
Namco.
You really got it. You
Yeah.
really.
Um.
Oh, by the way, Far Cry 6 is free to play this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I'll actually have to. Yeah, we'll look into that.
We'll have to play that.
But
That'll be fun.
It does go on to say
that was random. Why did I say that?
I don't know, man. Everything is Fortnite, my guy.
Uh-huh.
Margit the Fell Omen was the most popular Elden Ring video upload in terms of bosses, and Samurai was the most popular in terms of character class.
Shout out to my Samurai, bro.
Yeah, you went Samurai.
Wake up, Samurai.
I went Vagabond, I think it's the name of that class. But yeah, way to go. Congratulations to From Software. Congratulations to Elden Ring. Best game that's come out so far this year.
100%. Not even close.
Yeah. Really no real game of the year contenders so far, at least until I'm predicting God of War Ragnarok will be up there. I'm expecting great things.
I'm going to be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it beating out Elden Ring.
Really?
I don't. I love God of War. I think Elden Ring was something special. I think God of War is going to be special.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Elden Ring was different. It was unique. It's a unique game. I don't see anything really coming out to beat it.
I don't know, like narratively, God of War is bound to be better than Elden, because From Software games have always been notorious for just like keeping lore so vague and mysterious, and it has to be like it's a discovery process. The more you actually like learn about the world, the more exciting like it is to actually like play the game, since you like understand this world. But in terms of like a narrative experience, I mean, God of War Ragnarok's gonna have that.
Yeah, but like I said, I just don't see. I don't know. I feel like.
Well, actually,
I feel like Elden Ring's got it.
This actually kind of brings up, I guess, the kind of differences in like the way you and I look at games, because I really value story, like narrative driven games a lot. So like I feel like God of War Ragnarok is probably going to take it, but for you, is it like not so much?
No, I love narrative driven games, right? And I know I'm gonna love God of War Ragnarok, but there's something about Elden Ring. I feel like it captured a lot of people, and I'm not saying, and also what's gonna hurt God of War Ragnarok is that everybody got to experience Elden Ring.
Oh, and it's got to. It's not just going to be competing against Elden Ring, but God of War Ragnarok being a sequel, it's going to be compared to the first game.
Yeah, but like I said, I feel like Elden Ring was experienced by a lot of people, as opposed to God of War Ragnarok, which is only going to be experienced by people who have PS5s, because it's not coming out on PS4, right?
I don't think so, but eventually it's gonna make its way to like the PC.
Yeah, eventually. But at launch, when it's time to consider Game of the Year.
Yeah,
I believe in God of War Ragnarok. Like I said, I think it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah,
I think Elden Ring's got it for Game of the Year this year, and if they don't,
okay.
It's gonna be a little fishy.
Do you think? Okay, so like there's two different awards. You've got Game of the Year and then Player's Choice.
I think it's going to sweep both.
You think Elden Ring's going to take both?
I do. I just, there's, like I said, there's something about Elden Ring. It's hard to put my finger on. It's the way the game looks. It's the way it played. It's the challenge that turned people off of it, right? But the world, even though the game was really difficult, still kept people playing the game.
Yeah, I mean, you and I, like, we've never completed like a From Software game ever until Elden Ring.
Yeah, so
if that says anything, like that definitely sings to its praises. But we'll see with Ragnarok launching. I do expect Ragnarok to have an amazing story
I do
with
too.
memorable characters, and we're probably going to get some real fun combat. But yeah, we'll see when we get there. But so far, man, Elden Ring, well, we've mentioned it before, kind of for us it's an honorary 10 out of 10. When it launched, it was not a 10 out of 10.
No, I had some problems.
Yeah, but now that they've like fixed a lot of it, I would go as far as saying like the state that it's in now, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, so it's as close. Elden Ring and Ghost of Tsushima, and probably the original God of War, or not the original God of War, but the God of War that came out on PlayStation. Recently, those are probably the games that if we reviewed them right now, 10 out of 10.
I'd probably throw Red Dead Redemption 2 in there too.
Yeah, it's a little older than what I was thinking. I was thinking like games that came out halfway recently.
Well, it came out the same year as God of War.
That was 2016.
Was it? I thought it was 2018.
Was it? It might have been. If it came out, no, you're right, because they were competing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it was close. Wait, no. I'm sorry. No, 2018 was when The Last of Us Part 2 won Game of the Year. You're right.
Oh yeah, and then Ghost of Tsushima got the player's choice.
Yeah, so you're right. It was 2016. It was
Red Dead Redemption 2, October 26, 2018.
What?
Yeah, initial release date. Why does it say initial release date? Initial release date October 24th, 2018. Then it says first released October 26th, 2018.
All right, I'm confused because I remember Red Dead Redemption 2 competed against God of War, and God of War actually ended up taking Game of the Year, which actually really surprised me. I was expecting Red Dead Redemption 2 to take it, but I was not disappointed that it rightfully deserved Game of the Year. Both of those games were fantastic. But yeah, I thought I could have sworn
2018 God of War was 2018. So yeah, it was Red Dead Redemption 2
so was it
and God of War.
2019 that was?
I'm googling all this stuff, dude.
Yeah, hang
on. 2020. Ghost of Tsushima was 2020.
Oh, okay, so that Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us Part 2 were 2020.
Yeah.
What came out in what won 2019? I'm curious now.
2019 Game of the Year?
Yeah.
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Wait, no.
Wait, was it that recent?
Yeah.
And FromSoft just been kind of like on it. They're about to release another game too.
It was 2019 Game of the Year nominees were Control, Death Stranding, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and Outer Worlds.
Got it. Okay, so I was right about 2018, and then 2020 is when Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima were competing against each other.
Yes.
I mean, there were more games competing against each other in that category, but really those were like the top two. Like it was really up to them. Our choice and the player's choice was Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. Ghost of Tsushima. Now, we've talked about this a lot about Last of Us Part 2. I mean, you have very different opinions on Last of Us Part 2. I hated Last of Us Part 2 when it first came out. But the more I thought upon Last of Us Part 2, it's still not a 10 out of 10. It's still not up there with the first one. But I liked the story. I grew to respect it.
Yeah, I kind of hated the story and then just continued to hate it. My opinion on it has not. In my heart, because of the way I feel, I want to give it like a 2, but I know that's not fair. That is not fair at all. It's definitely it is in graphics. It is a technological achievement. Like it is one.
It's a solid 8 out of 10.
I have no idea how
8 out of 10.
I have no idea how in the world we got on this subject.
I don't either, but it's a solid 8 out of 10 game.
We're here now. I don't know. I'd probably just give it a 6 just because it's like I don't like the story personally, and in terms of like actual gameplay, not much changed.
Just because we don't like the story, we have to rate it on if it is a good story.
I know. Well, like I said, like emotionally, I want to give it like an even lower score, but like I kind of agree with like after like watching like other reviewers kind of go over it, and it seems like that's kind of the general consensus among people who have more of like a level-headed review when it comes to The Last of Us Part 2. It's usually generally it's between like I guess like a 6 and an 8 around there.
Yeah, I'd have to. The story of revenge, right? I clearly see what they were doing, right?
Yeah. Well, like I mean, I see what they were trying to do, but I think they failed to get the message across in a meaningful way. I mean, revenge bad is it's a plot that's been done before with other games. Like both, like if you want to see like in my personal opinion, an example of like a revenge is bad kind of story, go play both Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2. That story as a whole, like both of them together, it does that theme so well, better than any other game game, movie, TV show, whatever that I've ever seen.
That's true. I don't know. Like I said, I respect. I dislike the boldness, but then I also respect the boldness of the story of Last of Us Part 2. It's weird.
I'm always like big on just like, take risks. You should always take risks with your work.
Sometimes it's a hit or a miss.
Yeah, and in my opinion, that one was a miss. So like I gotta respect that they tried to do something new and different, but for me, it did not pay off.
But for me, it was a miss too.
Mm-hmm.
But I give it a higher rating because I guess I like the story clicked in my mind.
This is one of the only few times where you and I are going to be kind of like not in total agreement about something.
Yeah, and so we would meet in the middle. If he wants to give it a 6 and I want to give it an 8, probably get a 7.
Yep.
So that's probably what Last of Us Part 2 would have gotten if we would have reviewed it. Probably gotten a 7 out of 10. But anyways, on to the next story that we actually had scheduled. And I love this.
Oh, yeah.
I love this story. Blizzard reportedly cans World of Warcraft spin-off MMO, spent 3 years in development. Good. Good, I'm glad.
I spit on that game.
Yeah. So NetEase, a Chinese company, was developing a mobile MMO with 100 people working on the title. It has been disbanded. And it says Blizzard is building a mobile game momentum right now thanks to Diablo Immortal, which has been hugely successful despite controversies over its microtransactions.
We've been over it. We've
already talked about it.
We've said everything we need to say when it comes to Diablo Immortal.
And they're saying it was financial disputes and all this kind of stuff. And I'll tell you what this story has made clear to me, right? The reason why Blizzard was so pro-China during the Hong Kong riots,
yep,
and protests, because NetEase, Chinese-based company, releases all of Blizzard's games in China.
Yeah, well, like Tencent works with Blizzard too, right?
All it says, I don't know, because it says NetEase goes back to 2018. The Chinese company has, for example, been operating WoW in China since 2009. NetEase has published all of the Blizzard games released in China, has partnered with it on development, and is heavily involved in stuff like the Overwatch League. It even has a stake in the current champions. So, and it also says, given such a long-standing intertwined relationship, the apparent cancellation of Project Neptune, which is what they were calling this MMO, seems unlikely to be the beginning of a major rift, not least because Blizzard arguably needs NetEase now more than ever. The Chinese government is in the middle of a big tech crackdown. I don't know if you've heard about that. That stuff's kind of crazy. With gaming firmly in the CCP's sights. Even the titans like Tencent are being brought to heel. So if Blizzard wants to keep raking in the renminbi, I don't know what that is. Is that the money in China?
Is that Chinese currency?
It might be. It has to keep Chinese friends on side. So that's why they wouldn't. That's why they kind of shut down all the. Who was it? It was Overwatch, right? They were doing. Forgot what character it was. Like it was like wearing May. Yeah, I was wearing like Free Hong Kong and all that kind of stuff, and they were kind of like freaking out about it.
Yeah. I do gotta say I do feel sorry for these poor devs that was spent 3 years.
Oh yeah, I mean
working on this project.
I don't listen. As much as I hate mobile games, man, I do feel bad for devs spent all that time working on it.
Well, I wonder if they even like really feel bad about it, because it's just, to them it's just like, this is my job. I don't care. As long as I get paid, I do not care like what the product is. So
yeah, I think it depends on the passion for the game, I assume.
Yeah. Which I honestly can't imagine a lot of people at Blizzard have much of a passion for making video games anymore.
Probably not.
I would imagine not. I mean, if you're a dev and you work for Blizzard, feel free to contact us and we get an interview set up.
Yeah.
I would love to talk to a dev from like a lot of like just a big company, you know, just see, I want that inside kind of view.
Yeah, of what goes on.
Yeah, you know, I want that kind of perspective. Like, hey, are you guys actually excited whenever you get to make like a game? Like, are there projects that you're actually passionate about, or is it just like, I'm here for a paycheck sort of thing?
I feel like it's got to be. It depends on how long you've been there, and it depends on what project you're working on. Right? Imagine like all the people who were passionate about Starfield and they were making Starfield at Bethesda, and then they just get thrown into Fallout 76.
Oh my god!
I guarantee you they were not passionate about that game. They're like, we don't want to be here. We're working on something we like. So I think it just depends on what's happening, what's going on in the studio.
Yeah.
Or if you get hired on specifically to work on one kind of game, and then you get thrown into another game. You know, I don't know. Be good to know though.
Yeah, I do feel bad for it, because I know a lot of the employees over there at Blizzard absolutely do not stand with the company. You know what I mean? Like
I think they stand with the IPs. They stand with the community and the game.
Yeah,
I just don't think they stand with the company.
Blizzard. I want to say Blizzard had they've had a walkout or two of employees.
Oh, they've had a bunch of them.
Yeah. They certainly are. Something I can definitely say about the employees there. They're definitely vocal about, you know, what they believe is right and wrong.
Good on you.
Yeah, and they absolutely do not, like, when it came to the whole.
I'm gonna do a walkout for Ready Set Lag. I'm walking out all these late episodes.
I know, like, when that whole Blitzchung thing went down, I'm pretty sure a lot of those employees were just like, yeah, we absolutely stand with like the people here. Like they did not side with like the company. So good on them. But yeah, I don't. I definitely think Blizzard just needs to stay away from mobile gaming for now.
They're making too much of that money. They ain't gonna do it.
Unfortunately, they won't. But I don't know. We'll see what they do in the future. I don't think this is
all because of Fortnite, dude.
This is one door closed, another door will open, and they'll probably end up making this game sometime down the line.
Especially if they were 3 years into it.
Yeah, there's already there's too much money invested, I feel like, in 3 years of development to just let it, you know, go down the drain.
Well, you know what's not going down the drain? Our sponsor, us.
Raid.
Raid Shadow Legends. Use code RSL. Play with us because we totally do. Promise.
We didn't totally play this once for like 15 minutes.
No, but like, yeah, we're sponsored by us.
Yeah, so you should check us out.
You should check out our website.
They're pretty handsome. Those guys, those co-hosts of Right Set Like Podcast, they're pretty good looking guys.
We also got robust merch.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, can't let that go. So on to the next one. Xbox is testing Game Pass Ultimate Family Plan. Colombia, does it say? Yeah, Colombia and Ireland.
Yes. So there is, they're testing out this new feature. It's going to be like a family kind of shared thing, and it's only going to be available within, like, you can only share with family members within the country that you reside. So it's not like if you have a cousin in Ireland and they get this thing, then you can get it. That can't happen. But it looks like it costs more than the Ultimate Pass, but you can have, like, just a bunch of people on the account, like
probably
Netflix.
It'd be worth it.
Yeah.
So if you pay,
I can just cancel my subscription, and then you could be my.
Yeah.
You can be my sugar daddy.
Yeah. I don't make enough money. So it would be $25 per month instead of $15 per month. Well, that's not bad. $10, and you can add a couple people on to play. That wouldn't be that's a good trade.
Yeah, well, I mean, dude, Xbox Game Pass has been killing it.
Oh yeah.
Like, we can't. I literally can't, like, praise it enough.
No, actually, if you have a computer, or an Xbox, and you don't have Game Pass, something's wrong with you.
Yeah, I mean,
they just added. They added Watch Dogs 2. If you've not played that yet, it's on there.
Let's see. Oh, so, like, we got a comment down here on this article. It said, that's an insane deal. 4 users, $25 per month. That's $6.25 per user.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, so if you, like, literally just split the bill, it's
I can see, honestly, and I don't want. They could have put that to $30 for 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
So you're at 25. I'd pay it.
Yeah, that's definitely, well, hopefully, hopefully it'll be a success, and we will see it released to the masses soon, because that is a really, really good deal.
All right, let's get into this next article. I'm going to break these numbers down for you, all right?
All right.
I'm going to break these down for you. Video game spending. I'm passionate about this one. Way to go, guys. Way to go. I'm happy about this one. Video game spending in 2022 has continued to decline. Let's go. According to a report from the NPD Group, spending has dropped 13% in the second quarter of 2022 as compared to the same period of time last year. So I'm going to read this first part, and then we're going to talk about it. Total consumer spending on video games in quarter 2 amounted to $12.35 billion, a drop in $1.7 billion as compared to quarter 2 2021. Non-mobile subscription spending did increase in this period, but is the only broad spending category to increase. In fact, decreased mobile spending accounts for decreased mobile spending accounts for much of the decline. That's what I'm talking about, baby. According to the report, spending on mobile game decreased by 12%. In other categories, hardware spending decreased by 1% and accessory spending by 11%. So, good. Stop spending money on mobile games.
For the love of God.
I'm not excited that the money being spent on games in general has went down, but I am excited about the mobile game decreasing by 12%.
Yeah, that does put a smile on my face.
It does. I'm very, very excited about stop doing it.
Which is kind of insane, because we've talked about, like, I mean, Diablo Immortal has been like probably the biggest mobile game launch for a while.
It says Pokemon Go probably.
Yeah, and like it's made so much money, and the fact that it's like it's still decreased. Mobile games spending has decreased by 12% since last year. Pretty nuts, dude. I think the sheeple are waking up.
I hope so. And then this reminded me, by the way, on this article from GameSpot, I scrolled down and it says most anticipated PC games for 2022, and I see Avowed on there, dude.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm so ready for it. Right here, so it says hardware spending decreased by 1%.
That's so that's like got to be like because of GPU and so the GPU prices and stuff.
Well, I'm also well. I mean, like actual consoles would be included in that, right?
Yes.
So like the stuff going on with like like where it's been hard to get your hands on like a PS5 and stuff. So it's still the spending's still decreased. So
well, also you have, but
is it harder even now or
no? I think the Drake. If I had to guess, it's because of the scalpers stopped automatically buying everything. I would assume.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like if you think about it, back when like the PlayStation 4 came out, like it was hard to get one. I don't know, probably for like what, a couple months.
Dude, I remember I actually bought PlayStation 4 games before I could even get my hands on a PlayStation 4.
So yeah, it was a couple months, right?
Yeah, it was a man. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it took me actually like a few months to get my hands on a PS4.
But there, towards the end, you could walk into a store and there'd be PlayStation 4s. Like, well, eventually.
Yeah, you know when the PS5 launched, I told myself, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait a year. I'm gonna wait 1 year to let some good games roll out and wait for the price to come down, and then I'll go ahead and get the PS5. Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, who could have predicted, like the world catching on fire?
I'm not gonna make that joke. I'm not gonna make it.
You know what? I'm a better person than that.
I'm a better person. I made that joke. But yeah,
let's see.
That's pretty much all the that's all the news.
Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us.
Wait for Avowed. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the picture of it right now. I am excited about that game. I am excited about that game.
Like honestly, right now I'm just like I'm waiting to hear about the next Elder Scrolls. I don't really care that much about Starfield, to be honest.
No, my after watching the gameplay for Starfield, my hype for it has dropped.
Yeah, well, like right now I'm excited for Elder Scrolls 6. I'm excited for Avowed. I'm excited for the new Fable game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm dying to see more on that. Which I was so upset that they didn't at the Xbox Bethesda showcase that they didn't talk about either of those, like any of them.
Yeah, Avowed's been kind of. They showed that little like teaser trailer. They showed or like the little cinematic reveal thing. Have they talked about that at all since then?
Not that I can tell, man.
Showed off Xbox Showcase from July 2020.
I wonder how it's gonna like compare with. I wonder how
if it's half
with an Elder Scrolls 6.
If it's half the game Outer Worlds was, we're in good shape.
Yeah, Outer Worlds was fun, dude.
Yeah, it was a good game. But
like Obsidian, just actually out there. There we go.
Keep doing your thing.
Obsidian is another we talked about in like the last episode of it's getting harder to find like developers that we like really trust.
Yeah, Obsidian's up there.
Yeah, Obsidian's on there.
I don't think they've put out a game, at least to my knowledge, that has been disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, like they
put out games I've not liked, but that's just because I don't like them.
They're the original creators of Fallout, yeah. And they what was it? They pretty much made New Vegas, which is many people consider the greatest of the Fallout series.
Mm-hmm.
They made that game in something like, I don't know if I want to say like 6 months or like a year or something like that. Like it was they had to reuse assets from Fallout 3, but they created an entirely new game, and it was just phenomenal. So Obsidian, definitely, like they got some talented people over there, and I look forward to pretty much anything that they put out now.
Well, you know, we'll wait for Avowed.
We'll see how it is, and hopefully it will. All right, I need to calm myself down, because like I'm big on like, don't give in to hype. Manage your expectations.
Yeah.
Keep your expectations low, and if the game comes out and it's bad, then no harm, no foul. If it comes out and it's really good, then it's a pleasant surprise.
I still think Avowed's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, that's it for episode 23. If you guys like what you hear, give us a follow, give us a rating, and tell all your friends, because you were sponsored by us.
Appreciate all of you for listening. You mean the world to us. Don't forget to check out the website. Give us a rating on whatever you're listening to this on. Check out the YouTube channel. We're going to be streaming Cuphead.
Yeah.
Again, we gotta get that playthrough finished.
Yeah, that's gonna take a while.
And yeah, thank you all so much for listening. I am unfortunately going to have to go learn how to talk to girls, so I will see you next time.
Okay, everybody, bye.
Love you.